are all stuck in time. Time is a detour of knowledge of the day of death that opened when Adam sinned. The Bible reveals the history of the preparation of a world and a body that was going to bring redemption to man until the opening of the kingdom. And every book in the Bible is very important in its time setting, its author, and the history surrounding it. In the Spirit, we are born again, and everything in the Spirit overlaps and envelops. But when you study the books in their time and their setting, you start going from your situation and your needs, stepping into the purposes of God and His ultimate plan for humanity. This is why the book of Revelation is so important in understanding the time of writing. And the author of Revelation is John, the only apostle alive after the tribulation that hit the infant church with a roaring lion trying to kill the infant church. And he ushered in this new day of understanding. He became the bishop of Ephesus. The dating of the book of Revelation is of major importance. There were two terrible persecutions on the early church and the infant church. The one was during Nero's reign, and the other one was in Domitian's reign. Irenaeus, the church father, was the first one that said that Revelation was written in the time of Domitian's persecution. But we have to read the volume of the book and the understanding in the book, for the word will explain the word, and the inside information will tell us exactly when this book was written. So in Daniel 7, we read about the 10 kings, whereof 3 of them never ruled, because they were all murdered in 1 year. And this was prophesied 700 years before it happened through Daniel. And this is explained in the book of Revelation. So Daniel and Revelation is literally a cycle of time that cannot just be separated, but we need to understand the set and appointed times in the cycle. In Revelation 17, we pick up these 10 kings again, and he says, here is wisdom. The 10 kings have now become 7 because 3 of them never reigned. They were murdered before they could even open their mouths to say something. And then Vespasian came in, and Revelation 17 says the 7th becomes the 8th because Vespasian started a new dynasty with Titus, who demolished Jerusalem and the temple, and Domitian, who started the big persecution on the early church. But this was persecution, and it was not tribulation. So Revelation talks about the church that was in tribulation, and the letters were written to the church in tribulation. Now he says in Revelation 17 that there were 10 kings, 5 was and 1 is. Revelation was written when the 1 is, and that was Nero, that was in that time of the book of Revelation. Misplacing the date of writing of this book is of crucial importance because it changes doctrine, whether all this must still come or whether this is all past. And we see Revelation actually says to us, it's things that must shortly happen when 1 is. And that was the time of Nero, who died in 68. And 68-69 was the year of the 4 Caesars. And Revelation clearly tells us it is done. It is all over. And it's the opening and inauguration of the kingdom. Revelation 15 clearly tells us the smoke of the glory of God filled the temple, but no man can enter while the old is still a recognized institution. And now it's all over and done, and the kingdom is growing. It's like a seed, a blade, a ear, and harvest. Now, the minute Revelation is over, it's like the blade has come up out of the ground, and the early rain has germinated the seed. Now we're waiting for the early and the latter rain in one.